What's up guys, it's your boy John. Today we're going to be doing an Android head unit install on a 2017 WRX base model. That's by John Paul right there. We got the NK RPF ones and all. Who cares about that? You all just want to watch the install. Let's get it. Damn. Have you opened these? Oh, that's a nice finish.
Yeah.
Dude, that looks so much better than carbon. It's a really pain in the butt to get this one out, by the way. We're installing the iDoing. This is like a Gorilla Glass kind of material. It's really tough, and it should be really easy for the 2017 and 2018. They do have like backup cameras, so is the 2015 right there. But most of that stuff should be plug and play, and we shouldn't have any issues. So let's get this bread. Right, so if you have a 2016 to 2019, you're gonna have these silver bezels. You see that? You want to use the silver bezel models. So I'm gonna put a link in the description below. If you have a 2016 and above, use this link. And if you have a 2015 exclusively, like my car, you want to use the one without the black bezels. Now let's get to it. It's actually pretty easy. There's two 10s on the side. Then this whole thing will be able to pull out. So this just pops out right here, and then we have the two plugs. Unplug it, and you have to reuse these vents onto the new unit. So let's do the removing. Ooh, of course you want to pop out these buttons. They're just clipped on, so you just kind of give it a little force, and they come out this way. Same with this guy, they're just clipped on, and they come out this way. To remove the vents, it's 4 clips. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you just use a flathead or some kind of tool and pry up the top side first and then work your way down. Or you can do the bottom side first and you'll work your way up. But you want to go 2 and 2. Some people use that for like drifting or something. Popped off the bottom 2, and now I'm going to pop up the top 2. Alright, so the vents are removed, and I'm going to transfer it to the head unit. So we got the head unit right here. And you simply just attach it. And you want to do the same thing where you kind of go from the let's do the top first, and then we can get to the bottom. Then it snaps on, and that fitment is nice and snug. So we do with the next one. Kind of get it from the top. The top little things are a little bit longer, so you can play around with. And then they're in, yeah. And that was all done with one hand, which, you know, of course, isn't the easiest way to do it if you have 2 hands. And he's installing this button thing for his e-brake, but I digress. Next thing you want to do is install the buttons. Do in reverse order. You plop it in. And you want to plop in the other button, which I'll get right now. Here's the other button. Ooh, everything is fit nice and snug, and yeah, it's that OEM fitment. They really did a good job with the mold. I mean, there's no complaints. It's solid. So next thing you want to do is remove this 210. That way you can take this whole unit out, and then you also want to reuse the AC climate controls. So we'll get to that. I just messing with the e-brake, but good thing we're in gear. Create some nuts, take these 10s out. Let's see. Oh, gotta use 2 hands. Alright, so I'm just unplugging the OEM harnesses. Yeah, that's it. Just unplug everything you see and get this bad boy out of there. Don't forget the AC climate on the bottom. I have a little like microfiber rag to protect it, like the dash from getting rubbed on. And for a few of those who are interested, he got the little like e-brake on, and he has this piece on too. Alright, so I had to remove these brackets out so I can get access to these the AC climate controls. So remove these, and we're gonna transplant them to the new one. Alright, so let me just go over the wiring for you guys. Now iDoing has everything pretty much set up for you, and I just want to walk it through to you guys, every single wire. That way you won't get lost or anything like that. Now, right here you have your main wires. This is a 10 pin, this is an 8 pin, this is a 28 pin, and I'll tell you what, just ignore these other ones for now. So this one carries the audio for your rear audio, simple enough. This is for your front audio and just general power. So these two alone can power up the whole systems. Now this big old 28 pin, this has your steering wheel controls, this has your backup camera, this has your aux and all that goodness. Now, if you have a 2016 to 2017, your backup camera will be in this one right here. Now, let me show you the harness. So look at this right here. So this is where you're gonna have your backup cameras. Now, if you have a 2018 and above, they actually give you another pin right here. It's like a 4 or 5 pin right here. So if you have an 18 above, they got you covered, which is nice. But for 16, 17s, pretty simple. I don't know why Subaru changed it up in the years, make it a little more complicated. But the iDoing is gonna be really easy, and you'll be able to handle it. So I'm just gonna just match the plugs and then plug this into the back. That's it. Alright, so before you button everything down, you definitely want to make sure it works. Audio, USBs, GPS, and all that. And it's working fine. We got the sound working. It sounds pretty basic. It's kind of slaps right now. But now we just have to wrap it up, and then we should be done. So to reiterate, we have the 28 pin kind of in. So the 28 pin uses this cam VIN. You want to use the 28 pin version of the cam in to CCD AVN. Now for you 2018 folks, which is this pin, you want to use basically the AV that's going out of there. Makes sense. Yeah, other than that, we should be good. Try out the reverse real quick, sir. Go ahead, throw that sucker in reverse. There you guys have it. Reverse is on. You got the lines and stuff. Oh, someone's coming. Cool. Kind of sounds like a WRX. Is that a WRX? Oh shit, it's a WRX. All right, cool. Let's keep it going. All right, check this bad boy out. The interior looks stunning. So let's turn this car on. You can do the honors. I'm gonna roll up the windows too. Oh jeez. Oh, my ass. Alright, so we have the head unit. Let me turn off the sensitivity so it doesn't look like blown out. Alright, so we're going through the settings. This is iDoing. We have nav, radio, Bluetooth, video settings and stuff like that. And then of course you have your Android apps. The first thing you definitely want to do is going to go to your Bluetooth. So we already did that. Oops. We got Bluetooth, and you want to sync up your head unit to your phone, which we already did. And to show that we already did that, if you can play like a song. There you go. So we got the sound going on. It's great. We can also call and all that goodness. The next thing you want to do is I just turned on the headlights. And you notice how this is like a Mustang teal. We can change that too. So why don't we have, since I'm actually I'll do it. It's going to be located in your settings. So go ahead and hit that settings. And then you want to go to general. And then you want to go to lantern. So keep scrolling down. You'll see like this colorful lantern settings. And you want to change it to red. Oh, you just press it. Yeah. There you go. Now it matches the interior. You gotta keep it clean. I think there's white too, and blue if you want to match that blue thing. But you got this black and red theme going on in the interior, so yeah, it looks great. Make sure there's no copyright sounds going on. The next thing you want to do is, do you like this UI? Let me show you the UI. We'll show you the UI and stuff. No, I got it. So I mean, there's all these stuff like here. And in their factory, there's gonna be this password. Code's gonna be 3368. So go ahead and type in 3368 if you want to take a note on that. That probably what's best. And this is gonna give you more settings, which, you know, someone like me, I always definitely like. Reverse track, revert, like all this. You can mirror the image and all that stuff. Radar, all this goodness. Some of the stuff you have no idea what it does, but boot logo, you know what that does, right? You can change it. You know, your boy likes the Jeep. You can click on Jeep and stuff like that. You rarely see the boot logo because it only takes like 2 seconds to boot, and generally but just bypasses it. The reason why we're in here really though is because I just want to show you guys the theme, and there's a called basically the home launcher. You can change the launcher by using Google Play, or you can just change it here. This one has some baked ones inside. The password's gonna be 1818. So I think the one we have right now is UI 05. Let's say you want to try UI 03. Let's see how it looks. So this is how UI looks like. It's a lot more colorful, and it looks a lot less tablet Android-y. So it kind of has a cool interface going on. You can keep changing other ones like that too. So what do you think of that one?
That's not bad.
Pretty cool. So there's like 5 other ones. So do you remember the password?
1818.
Oh no, it's
3368.
Yep. Then the home launcher one, there's an additional password. You gotta click on that arrow. 1818. So we just tried 3, tried 4. There's only 4, I guess. And then you just hit home or back. So you got this gold feel. It kind of matches this interior. You got this golden red theme going on, and it's kind of cool to have this little off button. So when you're driving, sometimes the screen is just really, you just want to focus on driving. It's kind of cool to sit kind of there. Let's bump up the settings a little bit and go all the way down. Not that one. Yeah. And there's one, try 06. Whoa.
Oh, dude.
What the heck? This has like, so this one looks like very similar to the first one, but it's not blue anymore. It's like more of this black and white color. So if you like the blue color, you can go to the third option. If you like this color, that's the fourth option. Second one's gold, and the first one is like kind of like widget style. Pretty cool. You can definitely mess with that later. What's really important is steering wheel controls. So it's probably not going to work because we need to program it. So if you want to go in settings, try general first. It might be under general. Do you see steering wheel controls or anything like that?
Steering wheel settings?
Yep. So I'm going to hit some few buttons. Let me change the... So if the volume up, you see how it just basically says, hey, you hit volume up. It's a pretty intuitive way to pick. So I just hit volume up. Go ahead and hit the volume up icon. Volume down. Next. It should be like this one right here. Oh,
this one?
More left. The skip one. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Then previous. Okay, and then is there a mute icon in there?
Yeah, there is.
All right, this should be mute. And you can change this to whatever you want. Let's say you didn't want this middle button to be mute, but you want it to be like off, like a power button. You have it right there too. Source. Let's hit source here. Is there a source button somewhere?
Source button.
This one's a talking button.
Like phone?
Like Google Voice.
Oh, like
yeah.
This one?
Yep. The phone, like picking up a phone call. Hanging up a phone call. Yeah, you just kind of press it. Is there a back button in here? I don't see no back button.
I don't see a back button.
You can, maybe you want back button to be like, I don't know, your GPS or something, or power. You have a lot of buttons. The newer 16s and up, they have like a crap ton of buttons. But you want to wire it? It could be like a pause or play button. You want to try that?
Sure.
Yeah, so let's do that. And then you can always change this later. And then I don't even know what the hell this is.
It's like a menu button.
Yeah, and is there a menu button here? The closest thing is settings maybe?
Settings, yeah.
So let's do settings. And then hit the check. Don't forget to hit the check button. You definitely want to save all that hard work. So let's go to the check. Or let's try volume up. And volume up is bringing up the volume. Source. I think it'll take us to radio. And then the source. Bluetooth. Since we're already at it, why don't you try a song? Can I? Let's see. This is our play button. Let's see if it just. Oh, there you go. That'd be good, like handy, because I don't have that. I can't play my song. I literally have to go to the menu and hit play. Dang, so that's kind of cool to have. Next, let's try next. There you go. And then previous, so it should repeat the same song.
Oh, I don't know if it will.
Oh yeah, we're on Pandora. Oh yeah, so then it's pretty much the same. Then you have to hang up all of them. So all these functions are working. Cool. That's pretty cool. How you have stop. So sometimes Bluetooth, as you can see, it's kind of like the connections. I had this problem with my OEM unit too, but it gets confused when you're on Pandora. But yeah, next thing off is there's the little assistance right here. It looks kind of ugly, so I'm gonna get rid of it. But it could be kind of useful to have. There's a back button, stuff like that. To get rid of that little like circle, it should be assistant, touch assist, and you can turn it off. And there's other stuff you can use. So there's a bunch of settings. This car is by iDoing too, so if you're looking to have Android Auto, this one doesn't have it, but it does have Apple CarPlay. So I'll show you a video of Apple CarPlay working on like an iDoing head unit, like right here. Pretty cool. All right, yeah, why don't you, what do you think of this?
It's a much needed upgrade, that's for sure.
Yeah, look at the speed compared to like
so
the other one was like 15 frames per second. Yeah, it was pretty bad, but it's a big upgrade. You can definitely change out the EQs and stuff like that. There's a lot of standard haul. Cool. I think there's even more settings too within the advanced, so if you want to like amplify the sound, you can. So yeah, other than that, that's just kind of the installation and like a walkthrough of the program and a new happy owner. The big thing right here is the 16 vents. A lot of people are wondering about that, and we got that in, so cool. If you guys were looking to buy this head unit, check the links in the description below. Other than that, peace out.